Welcome everyone to this video, where we'll be discussing the results of the WWE SmackDown episode from November 10th. Exceptionally, Kevin Owens will be on commentary tonight to replace Corey Graves, who has just welcomed his first child, with Carmella. The Canadian has put on his best tie. The LWO opens this episode. Rey Mysterio talks about his loss to Logan Paul, blaming it entirely on Paul's use of brass knuckles. He intends to do whatever it takes to get a rematch against the new United States champion. However, Carlito enters and asks Rey Mysterio if he still plans to play ostrich for the real reason he is no longer the United States champion today, referring to Santos Escobar leaving the brass knuckles on the ring apron, likely intentionally. These words infuriate Santos Escobar, who, after exchanging words with Carlito, decides to leave through the crowd while Bobby Lashley enters for the match against Carlito. Tensions rise within the LWO. In a solid opening match, Bobby Lashley defeated Carlito by pinfall with the help of the Street Profits. At the end of the match, Montez Ford interferes with Carlito behind the referee's back, leading to a brawl between the LWO and the Street Profits at ringside. Santos Escobar arrives but is put down by the Street Profits. On the ring, amidst the chaos, Bobby Lashley takes advantage of the situation to deliver a spear to Carlito and win by pinfall. After the match, Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits continue to attack Carlito. Santos Escobar hesitates to intervene, but Rey Mysterio arrives with a chair to drive away the trio. Rey Mysterio is upset with Santos Escobar for not helping Carlito, and tensions rise between the two. Mysterio shoves Escobar, who was leaving the ring, but Escobar turns around and a fight ensues. The two end up on the apron, and Mysterio, feeling remorse, apologizes. However, Santos pushes him into the ring post, and Mysterio's leg gets caught between the steps and the ring. Santos crushes his leg with a dropkick onto the stairs, and Zelina arrives to separate them. Santos Escobar repeats that initially it was supposed to be just Rey Mysterio and him. Jealousy led to Santos Escobar's heel turn. The repercussions of this betrayal on other LWO members are yet to be seen. A quick note to ask you to like the video and subscribe. It's always appreciated and essential for the channel. Thank you so much. Bayley is in the ring, explaining that she had plans for Dakota Kai and Io Sky, and everything went as planned. Io Sky arrives with Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane. Bayley questions what the latter is doing with them, and Sky responds that she has a plan too. She thanks Sane for helping her at Crown Jewel. But Bayley is concerned, remembering what she did just before Kairi Sane left WWE. Sane speaks, expressing respect for Bayley as the leader of Damage Control, and forgives her. The four women embrace, but Bianca Belair's theme interrupts. Bianca Belair enters, unforgiving, and plans to beat the three members of Damage Control. She is not alone. Charlotte Flair and Asuka enter one after the other. A 3-on-3 match will take place in the main event of this SmackDown episode. In a rematch from 2 weeks ago, Dragon Lee defeated Cedric Alexander by pinfall with a Dustino. A highly impressive match deserving that "this is awesome" chants from the crowd. Two very talented wrestlers showed a promising start for Dragon Lee, and a good opportunity for Cedric Alexander to revive his career. LA Knight enters the ring for his match against Grayson Waller. Before the match, he talks about his loss to Roman Reigns, stating that the match didn't go as planned. He kept his promise by delivering his BFT to Reigns, coming close to a 3 count, but Jimmy Uso intervened. Knight accuses Reigns of needing Jimmy, as without him, Reigns wouldn't be champion today. Grayson Waller enters the ring and suggests Knight should stop blaming others and take responsibility. Knight insults Waller, calling him a kangaroo idiot. Waller asks if Knight really thinks he's on the same level as Roman Reigns. They end up brawling before the official start of the match, with LA Knight pouring water on Waller when they're outside the ring. A good match unfolds with Waller showcased and posing significant problems for LA Knight. However, it wasn't enough, and LA Knight defeated Grayson Waller by pinfall with his BFT. LA Knight, despite the loss, remains popular, and his story with the bloodline is not over, much to the audience's delight. While Kevin Owens mocks Grayson Waller and Austin Theory, as he did several times throughout the evening, recounting his double punch from last week, the two heels provoke Owens by pouring water on his head. Owens was instructed by Nick Aldis not to lay a hand on anyone. Otherwise, he would be suspended. However, the provocation proves too much for Kevin Owens. While insults and water pouring were acceptable, having Waller and Theory throw an empty bottle at the other commentators was something Owens couldn't tolerate, leading him to attack them. Kevin Owens was an excellent commentator throughout the evening, sometimes serious but mostly humorous. After the show, Owens was indeed suspended, and the duration remains to be seen. Perhaps he won't be part of War Games, or may use the suspension as an excuse to join Sami Zayn and his team on Raw during the War Games. We move to the main event. Bayley, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane versus Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka. The match ends in a no contest. As Belair goes for a tag, Asuka withdraws her hand and spits mist in her face. Asuka then embraces Sane and Sky. The three Japanese women tell Bayley to join them, and all four embrace each other. Charlotte Flair attacks them but ends up getting beaten up in return. The referee ends the match. The quartet attacks Belair, and Shotzi rushes into the ring but fails to stop them. Damage Control and Asuka celebrate to conclude this episode of WWE SmackDown. A show ending with many questions about Asuka and her involvement with Damage Control. Will she join the faction or just her Japanese compatriots? If she joins Damage Control, will Bayley accept her? What to take away from this SmackDown? Santos Escobar turning his back on his mentor Rey Mysterio. LA Knight not finished with the bloodline. Kevin Owens suspended. And Asuka joining forces with Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Exciting storylines to look forward to. That's it for this video. Did you like this episode of SmackDown? Let me know in comments. Thank you for watching and take care.